Hey, it's Sunday again. Forget about your worries and be ready for Drumsticks Sunday.
Hello again, everybody. Alberto Iglesias here, Drumsticks Sunday channel, YouTube channel now, new YouTube channel. Thank you so much for the great reception of the channel, and I've been receiving a lot of messages and it's even questions, and it's super cool. I'm really excited to know that there's anybody to the other side. So okay, I hope you like it, and I hope the main intention of this YouTube channel is, or this project in general, Drumsticks Sunday, is that you take your time to test new drumsticks and explore that area and find what's good for you, what's bad for you, what works, what doesn't work, etc. So let's go for it. This week, a special mention to my brother Stephen Whelan from Whelan Drums. You have to check that out. It's an awesome new website with drum lessons, and he's an awesome guy. He's working so hard to produce really great material. So if you have a chance, please check that out, or his YouTube channel. It's a great guy. Thank you, Stephen, for your support and for your message, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a lot of success with your thing. And a quick tip too to something that happened I think 1 or 2 weeks ago. Maynard Drum Festival. We have a great Spanish drummer there. Is Miguel Lamas. You have to check that out too. The main problem with him for me is he's so freaking young that it's kind of it's a disrespect with all guys like me. Okay, so he's an awesome player, and I can't wait to see the video of the Maynard Drum Festival. But I'm so sure that he has been amazing, and please, if you don't know Miguel, check that out and look for it, and you're gonna enjoy it for sure. I have an awesome news for me and for the channel, but I have to wait for 1 week. Okay, I think next Sunday I'm gonna be able to talk about that. This is just dirty marketing strategy to make you wait for the next video, okay? But no, it's good news. You have to wait 1 more week, okay? And of course, if you will have any suggestion and any comment about what I say, I'm so sure that I say a lot of things that are wrong. Maybe make a lot of mistakes about I don't know. Sometimes are completely subjective, okay? It's my opinion, it's how it feels for me, so that's always right. It can be a mistake, but I'm pretty sure they have a mistake, or maybe you have a suggestion for a drumstick. You want me to test some specific drumstick, so please let me know, put a comment, and I'll work on that. I put that model on the list, okay? Let's go to the drumsticks. This week I've been using the where is it? Yeah, it's here. The MJC4 from the Modern Jazz Collection, from VicFirth. It's a new model. You have another video from the MJC1, another model. In that video I talk about the collection and why Vic Firth has created this collection. So you can check that out, okay? You can find that there, and you can also check the other model there. Okay, first thing, we are going to talk about the measures, or the sizes, you want to call it. This is the grip is 0.595. No, I just want to see the sizes now. The length is 16 plus 3/8. Okay, I don't know if 3/8 is the right way to say it. 3/8 inches, of course. So it's a little bit more than 16, and it's a long taper. Okay, it's pretty long taper in this case. Round, barrel tip, small barrel tip, half barrel, or call it whatever you want, but it's this kind of tip, and it's maple. Okay, the wood is maple. Now that I've said this, it's time for you to watch the drumstick. So I'm going to put the super fashion photo of the drumstick. Check that out. Okay, what do you think? Looks great, right? It's a great drumstick. Let's go to translate first the measures. The grip is a 5B. 0.595 it's a 5B, standard 5B. The length is a little bit more than 16. You know, 16 is kind of the standard for 5A, 5B or standard length, let's say that. And this is a little bit more. To compare with, here I have the model, the MJC1. If you put the two of them together, is, as you can see, it's the tip, more or less the tip of the MJC4. Is the difference in length, okay? So you have longer drumstick, super long taper. I don't have a standard now here, but believe me, a standard is kind of this, okay? In this case, we have this. It's not as much as the Peter Erskine big band, but it's pretty long taper. And half barrel tip, small, super small, focus sound, blah blah blah. We're going to talk about that. And okay, of course, maple, it's lighter drumstick. Okay, you know maple is lighter than, you know, or you already know at this point that maple it's lighter than hickory. Okay, so that's more or less the how is the drumstick. Let's talk about different parts. Okay, 5B. Okay, the grip is 5B. If you like 5B, it's the same grip. Okay, so you have, but remember it's maple. So if you are looking for a drumstick, if you like 5B, but if you like to play jazz and you usually have 7A or something similar because you don't like but you don't like, you feel like in my case that's so thin that it's uncomfortable for you in your hand. You want something bigger, but you don't want the weight of that. 5B with maple is a great combination. Okay, I prefer this and this HD10 swinger that I tested in the past. It was thicker than this. So I prefer this one. Okay, 5B. If you like 5B, it fits for you at that level at least. And more things. The taper. I think it's a really great combination. The taper with the 5B thickness. Okay. The relation between the grip and the taper is great for me. You get a really natural, great rebound. I really like it. Okay. Of course, you have a ton of different options, and you could have this or this or this or this, but this measure for me it's great. It fits. Okay, and you notice that it rebounds really well. Okay, if you add the weight, less weight, and long taper, you lose. Remember, you lose power because less wood here. You lose power because of the taper and because of the weight. Okay, so for sure this drumstick hasn't been designed to play really hard. I think, at least, it fits in other places. I'll tell you about that later. But long and great taper for me. Half barrel tip. First the length. Okay, if you remember in my video about the 5A XL from Vincent, where I tested longer drumsticks, I didn't like it. I didn't like. In general, I don't like longer drumsticks. Okay, I prefer the standard length. It's good for me. It fits better than longer drumsticks. But in this case, it's curious because I think the combination of the length, the extra length, but the combination of that extra with lighter wood, maple, and pretty long taper, it's kind of, you get a better balance. It's like they compensate each other. Okay, you have more length. For me, the main issue with longer drumsticks is two things. One, it's I feel like you have more length here, you have more drumstick, so it's, if you have it's more difficult to move around the kit. It's kind of like I hit parts of the hit. That's for sure is something that you can get used to. Of course, in my case, I just use it for a week, so if you play more with that, you finally you get used to it. So you have more or less the position you have to use, and something you can solve for sure. But the other thing is, because of the extra length, you have more weight here. The point of balance is different, or balance point, sorry. So when I play with fingers, it's harder for me to keep my fingers. So if you have a more medium fast tempo with fingers in the hi-hat or in the ride or whatever you want to, it's harder for me to maintain. Okay, maybe it's good for as an exercise, as a gym. Let's say that. No? So you can practice with long drumstick to improve your strength or whatever you want. But if you want to play, I think I want something that cooperates, not something that. That's the two main issues I have. Of course, you get more power because you have more materials. It's kind of more wipe. Let's say that. No, you have. It's easier to hit, but that combination I didn't like it. In this case, it's kind of, they balance each other. Okay, I have more material, but it's lighter here because I have long taper, a small tip too, so less weight here too. The whole drumstick is lighter, so that extra length, to be honest, I haven't noticed that. It's something I do. I've never checked the drumstick information on internet, whatever, until I've been testing the whole week. So to avoid to be conditioned, you know, in some point, or to have some kind of prejudgment. I don't know if that word exists. I hope it is, but okay. I'm pretty sure you understand what I mean. So I'm going completely white when I start, and I didn't realize that it's longer, even when I've been playing for a whole week. So that's the point, no? I mean, it kind of fits. In my opinion, is that combination what it's working. So hope it. If you need longer drumsticks for any reason, but you don't want the extra weight, or great option too. And finally, the tip. It's kind of another great combination, because you have the better definition of small tip, more focus sound, or, as I always say, you know, you can check the other videos. Small tip, better, I mean, more focus sound, okay? More definition in your, especially on cymbals and in the snare. But at the same time, you have that, but at the same time, because of the maple, with maple you have, maple has hit sound in cymbals, especially. Okay, it sounds different. It's kind of warmer, darker if you want. You get a different sound. So it's kind of great how it combines the small tip with that kind of warmer sound. So the way that the cymbal opens it's really great. It sounds, for me at least, it sounds super cool. So, and I think that's one of the reasons. Okay, maple, less weight, combined with this. So it's a pretty interesting drumstick for me. Let's put everything together. Okay, what's my opinion of the drumstick? I think it's a great combination. First, for jazz players that have problems with 7/8 thickness, too thin for them, as in my case, great option. It's pretty light, okay, the drumstick, and focus sound combined with that, as I've been saying, it's a great option, I think, honestly. But I think it's not only good for jazz. I think it can only fits really well with the styles that where you don't require a very, let's say, very clear rhythm, let's say that. You don't need a very powerful groove or something. You need something more. You have to be there to create that atmosphere, to create some kind of rhythm, but you don't need to be super clear there. For me, that it's perfect situation for this drumstick, okay? You can get really great open sound, you can control very well the volume. Another place where I think it could fit pretty well there. So I think it's all I have to say. As I always say, give it a try. Okay, this is the I have to stop here, and this is your time. You have to try. I try to be always really honest. If you are a heavy metal hardcore player, I don't see this an option for you, honestly. But maybe you like it for other things. So that's the main reason of this project. Okay, you have to try sometimes things that you maybe otherwise have never been trying, 2Bs or whatever you want. So give it a try if you can, or if you have a chance. But this Modern Jazz Collection, I think it's really great. It's for now, the feeling I have for that collection, I think it's well thought or well designed. Okay, next week. What do I have next week? I've just changed it. Yesterday night, I decided to change what I want to do for the next week, because I remember something that happened to me a while ago, before the channel, the videos, and I was talking with a friend about the price of the drumsticks. Sometimes if you break a lot of drumsticks, they are expensive. You have to change continuously, blah blah blah. And he told me that he was buying a super cheap option. He had it for rehearsals, and then they have his great drumstick for gigs or important rehearsals or something like that. No? So it's kind of a way to save more money. Okay, but my question is it worth it? So what I decided to do is I'm going to try this pair of drumsticks. I get this pair for my son, who was 5 at that point. Now it's near 7. So he was, he had kind of interest in drums because he was watching me, and he has interest on playing drums. So I decided to get a pair for him, and I went to the shop and said, give me the cheaper pair you have, just for my son, and blah blah blah. So he gave me this one, this pair. I've never played with this. Okay, he's been using it to play sometimes at home, so it's kind of new. It's a 5A maple. Okay, I think it's a good. What I'm trying to do now is let's try. Is it worth it? I mean, does it matter the price in drumsticks? Maybe this is the end of the YouTube channel. Oh my god! Because imagine I try this. Oh, it's super cool. Why I'm going to try another? I have this one super cheap. I think they cost me around between 4 and 6 euros or bucks or whatever you want, something like that. I don't remember. It's kind of half the price of a normal drumstick. So let's check that out. Let's see if it matters. Okay, I've seen many people testing on doing it. Does it matter to have a super expensive drum or drum set? I mean, or it's enough with a super cheap one? What's the difference? Does it really? People really understand the difference? You really notice when you have blah blah. Let's check that out in drumsticks. Okay, this is super cheap. Let's try it and see. I notice any, or if I notice some kind of difference between a really great pair, or well designed or well done, or more expensive. Okay, so I'm going to check it out. I think the manufacturer is 906. Never heard of that. Have no idea. So let's check that out. I hope you like it. Okay, I'll let you know what happens with this. As I always say, Have a really awesome and nice week. Keep practicing, keep testing. Let me know if you need me to test something or if you have some kind of interest. Thank you very much for all your comments, and see you in 1 week, next Sunday, okay? Have an awesome week. Goodbye.